Afternoon, after 4 hours of 4x4 relays for the high schools, we're getting ready to finally have our first college event, the College Women's 400 Hurdle Championship. The first heat is obviously the fastest heat. I'm going to show the screen in a minute, but you'll see in lane 6, Savannah Sutherland, the defending NCAA champion from Michigan. But this is a really good field. And there is lane of minutes, as you can see, lane 6, Savannah Sutherland of Michigan. And unlike other tracks, at the pin relays, the 400 hurdle starts at the 200-meter side of the track, as you can see. So they'll be halfway through their race by the time they come through me. But we'll just take a look at the 400 hurdles, a few heats of that, maybe stick around for a distance event. But it has been a great day of track and field. If you are a pin relays fan or a track and field fan, we were treated to a lot. For those interested in who qualified in what events, the news, unfortunately, for, false start. News unfortunate in the 4x1, Bullis High School did get disqualified. I believe there were only 3 American schools that qualified, but in the 4x4, a little bit better effort. Bullis was number 3 overall with a 3:41.6. So the high schoolers on the girls' side really did very, very well. But curious to see how things go in the 400 hurdles for college women. Here we go. Hopefully no DQs.
Yeah, Mom. So tomorrow I'm going to be by my own. There's no practice.
And we are away cleanly.
And they're off in the women's 400-meter hurdles, presented by Independence Blue Cross.
And you see Savannah Sutherland running very well of Michigan.
They'll start from different lengths for all finish 400 meters.
Really talented field here.
That looks like Sutherland in Michigan in 86. She's at the early. Once again, she's your national leader right now.
As you heard the announcer say, she is the national leader at that 54.8.
That's Sutherland, but a close race in second. It looks like Julian Dixon's now taking the lead in second. Sutherland, though, takes this one from wire to wire. Let's keep an eye on the time. 55-36.
55-36, winning that race by over a second. Pretty dominant performance by Sutherland. Sorry for the shaking, I'm standing up. And we should have a pretty good, significant second heat. Once the names appear on the board, I'll share the board. But as you just saw, Savannah Sutherland, 55-36. And yes, meet record.
55-36. Wow.
There's the times again. And here we have the field for Heat 2. Gabrielle Davis of UConn. You have Abega of USF. The big name are the 2 Howard athletes, Simone Watkins and Anaya Woodruff. Actually shocked to not see them in Heat 1. Both are capable of competing with those athletes. And then you have Annalise Brady of UTEC out of lane 7. So we should be getting a pretty fast time here as well. Not promising another meet record, but a solid time.
Second place time from that first heat. Also above that nation. That puts Kanaria Batson at 16th in the country right now.
So as you saw, pretty good times. First heat, second heat should be interesting. Again, as I said, I don't expect a record-breaking time, but a 55.3 to start. Really great way to start the collegiate races here at the Penn Relays. And Savannah Sutherland from Michigan. Something's going on there with those really good Michigan hurdlers over the past few years. Specifically this year, because not just Savannah Sutherland in the 400 hurdles, you also have Asia Lawrenson in the 100 hurdles, who's just second or third in the nation behind Grace Stark of Florida. So things going well for the Michigan hurdlers. And in the second heat, as I said earlier, I think the two Howard athletes are in prime position to perform well. Anaya Woodruff Howard being well coached by David Oliver. Here we go, heat 2.
In lane 1, we have Gabrielle Davis of UConn. In lane 2, we have Madeline Vega of South Florida. In lane 3, Anna Terrell of Washington. In lane 4, Raquel Plummer of South Florida. In lane 5, we have Simone Watkins of Howard. In lane 6, our teammate Anaya Woodruff of Howard. In lane 7, we have Annalise Brady of UTEP. In lane 8, we have Shanita Pilar of Syracuse. In lane 9, rounding out the field, that's Logan Murphy of Pitt. That appears to be Simone Watkins of Howard out on the lead now as they come on the home stretch. Her teammate
All in the game, the answer to that would probably be no, because so many of them have to prepare for conference championships literally in 2 weeks. And some of them will have conference championships next weekend. As I stated, the two Howard athletes, Simone Watkins, 58.35. This again is heat 2. So not the same 55.36 we saw in heat 1, but still a sub 1 minute performance. But to double back to what you were saying, all in the game, no. Anyone competing at the World Relays had to likely say that they're going to be running professionally. I think only those who are running professionally are competing at the World Relays. The college athletes, no. 58.35, not a bad time. And we have heat 3, but we're going to sign off here as we wait until the men's championships. This was a brief live, and we'll be doing more of that later this week. Tomorrow we'll be live when we see some of the high school events, when we see some of the other relay events for the collegiate athletes. But we'll be back later maybe to do the men, but thank you for sticking around for this short live. So no conference championships for LSU and Georgia S. Gusson going to World Relay. Likely. Because to my understanding, you had to be professional. And if you were competing at the World Relays, you're going to miss the conference championships, because that's the third week of May. But I'll check on that. But it's not looking likely, which is disappointing because LSU has such a strong 4x1, and Godson is a big part of that. And Morales Williams, obviously, we're still waiting to see him run sub 44 outdoors, and that's probably going to come. But
60.9.
they're likely going to have to miss their conference championships, but that's more important. As long as they have times that are good enough for them to make regionals, the national meet is where they're probably looking to focus more on. But again, adios. We'll see you shortly.